Let me start the screen recording. Alright, so recording the screen. And let's start out by going to our website. We've got kind of step-by-step instructions here that are pretty straightforward, but we're gonna get you started in the video too, just so you can see all the steps. Alright, so go to neoPLC to the Get Started page, and we're just going to follow the steps in software setup. So if you want, you can probably do these for yourself, but maybe there's something, if you get stuck, you could watch this video and see if there's anything special that I'm doing. So let's see. So we're going to go download Arduino in this new tab. We don't want the web editor, right? And so we're on a Mac, so we're going to get this. Just going to download for now. Wait for that. Okay, and then this is going to be, I'm on a Mac laptop for this tutorial, but it's going to be almost identical for Windows. Like, of course you should have picked the Windows download there, but most of these steps are going to be the same, except the second step. While we're waiting for that to download, let's go ahead and go get the driver. So Windows will automatically install the USB driver. The reason you need this is because this is going to let the microcontroller talk to the computer, so that we can not only talk between a phone and the controller, but we can also talk between the computer that you're plugged into and programming and the microcontroller. Alright, so we'll go open this over here. In Silicon Labs, this is just one of the small modules, which you can see if you get a magnifying glass and look at the microcontroller, you'll probably see this part. So this is what translates the UART communication in the microcontroller itself into USB that your computer understands. So it's kind of a bridge between the two. Alright, we're not gonna again ever need these for Windows. Windows finds the drivers themselves. So we're gonna download this from Mac to get it started. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and, since it downloaded faster, I'm going to go ahead and install this. I trust this, so we're going to do it. It's a very small program. It's only 800 kilobytes. Alright, so open the disk image, so we're going to double click on the installation, continue, we agree, no options. Alright, let this run, and it should be finished, looks like about the same time as Arduino, so yeah. Okay, and again, you only need this driver if you have a Macintosh. On Windows will automatically find the driver, so that's an unnecessary step. Alright, so got our driver installed. Took longer than I expected. We don't need this again, so throw it in the trash. Close this. Alright, and then while that was running, Arduino's been downloaded. So we should be able to run this directly, which is not necessarily a good thing. Let's see. Minimize the browser. Yes, we want to open it. Okay, so probably there's a better way to do this, which is we want to have this program again later, so we'll go stick it in applications. Okay, no, so I already made it. Perfect. Okay, so just run this. Since we're going to be using this IDE a lot for these tutorials, I'm going to keep this in dock here. Alright, so now this is it. It looks pretty simple starting out. If you've never seen this before, it basically just looks like a notepad. In fact, this is why we use it. We could have, there's a lot of options for these development environments, and they're all guaranteed to be more complex, and some people would say more capable than this, but we like this just because it's clean and simple, and we actually do our internal development a lot of times in Arduino just because we like the simplicity. Okay, so we've got this, and this is great. So if we had an Arduino, an actual Arduino Uno, then we would already be ready to go to use that. In fact, we can see all the boards this supports if we click on Tools and look down the list of boards. So all the official Arduino boards are on the list, but we need to get what they call the core of neoPLC into the IDE so that we have access to our code and the code that kind of sits underneath in the microcontroller and let you access all the functions and features. So let's go back to, let's see, okay, let's go back to the neoPLC.org website. Now this is going to be pretty easy to do. You see, we just take this link to our GitHub, so I'm going to copy that, the thing I just selected. I'm going to go, and we go into Arduino, click Arduino Preferences, and you'll see down near the bottom of Preferences we got an additional boards manager URLs. So that means we can give it a pointer to where it can find more boards. In this case, we're telling it where we find the neoPLC boards, and we paste that in, and now it's going to be able to find the boards. So I'm going to go, what's this? Going to go back where I was a second ago, so we're going to go to Tools, Board, and select Boards Manager. This is going to let us search for Arduino boards, which it already found, but it's also going to look in those places we just put in the additional boards directories. So the easiest way to find this, sometimes there's a lot of boards on this list, so the easiest way to find neoPLC is just to search for it. So search like this, and the newest version is 1.3.0 today, so we're going to install that. And this is going to go really quick for half the process and usually very slow for the second half. It's a rather big package.